What's going on, guys? I'm 1015. Today I'm going to be making a video on how to loosen and tighten the chain on a dirt bike, and I'm going to be demonstrating on my 2001 CR250. Now, the way I tighten my chain is I make sure that I have a 2-finger length, but right now I have like a lot more than 2. I can probably like almost 4 fingers, and I'm going to show you what tools you need. So these are the tools that you need to loosen and tighten the chain on your dirt bike. You need, I'm bad with tools, so don't get mad at me, but it's a 1/2 inch socket with a size, well, for my bike it's a 32 mil, and that loosens this bolt right here. You loosen that bolt on both sides. Loosen this bolt and those, and then you can move the chain with the wheel back and forth so you can set the chain tightened or loosened. These are the wrenches that I'm going to be using for my bike. Don't take this into consideration. Don't get a 10, 14, and 215s because it varies between all bikes. Your bike is not going to have the same wrench sizes as mine, so don't go ahead and use the same ones. But I might need a new chain, but I'm gonna see if I can kind of milk this one out for a little bit. So I want to tighten it, because right now I can feel a chain like slapping when I'm riding. But also, when the chain is fully, forgot the word. Well, yeah, when it's stretched. When the chain's fully stretched, I can actually take this right off the sprocket. You don't want that. Watch. See how I can move it like that? That's really bad. You do not want that. If I were to do that and just roll the sprocket backwards, I could take the chain right off, clean, easy. That's not supposed to happen. If that happened when you're out in the trails riding, you could just ruin your sprockets, damage your frame, your subframe, all that stuff. They swing on, and that's bad. You really don't want to spend money on that. So I'm gonna go start up my bike, ride around the block, but also WD-40 is another thing that you might want to use. WD-40, or if you don't have chain lube, no, that's what you use, but really you should be using, let me just find it. Yeah, this is what you should be using, chain lube. For mine it's for Honda. But yeah, pretty much just spray it all along there. Spin the wheel by yourself if you can, and then just spray it in the front and rear. Get it all lubed up, and then just take a ride around the block or whatever if you live somewhere where you can do that, and just stretch it so it's at its maximum tension point where it won't go any further. And I'm just gonna go and ride on my block one time, and I'll come back and I'm going to go step by step and how to loosen everything, take it apart, tighten it and loosen it, show you guys how to do that. After you take your bike for a ride, chain's gonna get loose. If you put WD-40 or chain grease on it, look at that, my whole hand's underneath there. My phone just sucks at focusing. But look at that, it's like 4-finger length. That's ridiculous. Watch, I could actually take this off the chain right now. Look at that, right off the sprocket. Unbelievable. And this is the damage. If I was riding in the trails and that happened, I'd be dead. And I actually have one more little dot, and it's maxed out right there. So I think I'm just gonna buy a new chain. But if I can tighten this and it doesn't come off like that, then that's awesome. I'm not gonna buy a new chain. But just look how loose it is. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna show you. Oh, chain's back on. But it's so loose. It's ridiculous. So I'm gonna get those tools, and the first thing I'm gonna do is put WD-40 around this nut in the threads here. Kind of tap it with a hammer a little bit. Now that's optional, but I like to tap it with a hammer so it kind of loosens itself up a little bit and gets that WD-40 in there. And then, yeah, pretty much it's gonna get a little loose so you can have an easier time turning it over and taking it off. Alright, so I just loosened it. Now I can turn it by hand. And what you want to do now is loosen this, back it up around right there, and then push this one over so you can make this slide back and forth. The thing about mine, this does not loosen, but it will on all other bikes, so don't worry about mine not working. And then the same on this side. You want to back this nut around halfway down the thread, or maybe even all the way if you want. That's not a problem. And then just push that way so you can tighten it. Or because, well, that's to loosen, sorry. If you push these forward, if you want to loosen the chain, so you can push this block forward on these little rivets. But if you want to tighten the chain, you push this block backwards, so you don't need to mess with that. You need to push that back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this little line. See on top of this block right here, there's a little line, and it's lining up with that line right there. I want to get this all the way as far back as I can on both sides so that I can tighten my chain. So I'm going to do that, and then afterwards, I'll show you the tool. So I'm going to use 215s, I think. Yeah. Yeah, 15. I'm going to use 215s on that side, and I'm going to use a 10 and a 14 on the other. And I'm just going to push that way so the block slides over. So good news, I got it tight, so it's a nice 2-finger length, perfect 2-finger length. And I just got just past the second little dot right up there. If you can see that, my camera doesn't focus. And you want to do the same exact thing on this side. You want to push this. Make sure it's exactly even on both sides, because if it's not, your rear wheel will actually be out of line. So instead of being straight, it'll be crooked a little bit. And your bike might, you know, act funny. It's not going to gain as much traction. And oh, by the way, guys, I just went around my block, you know, wicked slow. And my new tires already got destroyed, pretty much. Like, that nice sharp edge for the tread, that's like gone. Like, really don't ride on the street. That's the best thing I can tell you, because I'm not happy about that now. And these tires are brand spanking new. They have one ride on them. All the knobbies, little things are still on them. So yeah, just don't ride on the street with dirt bikes. So what you want to do is, after you tighten this and get that all the way there, push this all the way that way while you have a wrench on that. Because if you tighten that, this might go with it. So just push that all the way back, put a wrench on that, and just make sure this doesn't move. Just keep looking at it, make sure if it moves or not. So I'm getting there. Battery's low, so I'm not allowed to use flash apparently. But it's right there on the other side. I'm going to push it over a little bit. I'm going to tighten that. After you're done tightening both of these on both sides, tighten this nut and pretty much you're all set. And don't absolutely kill it, but make sure that you can make it loose the next time. Alright, so I just tightened this pretty much all the way and made sure that I could loosen it. And I made sure that there's no gap in between that nut. I know you can't see it, it's completely pitch black, but there's a nut right there. So that nut and this block. Make sure there's no room on both sides. And that means that it's not going to move at all when you're riding. And now, this is on a stand, but when you have weight on it, it's going to be a lot better. This just about 2 inch. Yeah, just about 2 inches of chain clearance. So thanks guys for watching my video. I know I haven't uploaded in a while, but I thought I'd just show you how to tighten and loosen a chain on a dirt bike. Wicked simple, not much tools involved at all. Like that's really nothing. That's maybe like, if you don't have those tools, it's like $15 worth of tools right there. If you don't buy, like, you know, top of the line tools. But I made sure that it's even on both sides, so it's straight up and down. Disregard that fender. That rear fender's a little crooked, but that's because there's a bolt that needs to get tightened. But thanks guys for watching this video. Subscribe for more videos like this. I'm going to be uploading riding videos soon because I need to get a new camera mount, because the one on this helmet fell off. It was right there. It's a big piece of plastic sticking out on the side, and it was super glued on the side there, knowing that it would eventually fall off, but it fell off in a ride and I forgot about it. I still have the camera, so that's good. And yeah, so you're going to see riding videos hopefully like next month. And my 450 needs a tune up, just, you know, some really simple stuff. I'm just gonna have some professional do it. Maybe some new tires come like July. So that's cool. We'll be riding the 450 and 250 again. And I'll see you guys in the next video.